Okay, so I wanted to try to clarify a few things in regard to the chemistry final. So let me take a look here. So this is the final project, and what it is just a project that is put together in the form of a slideshow. So that could be PowerPoint, that could be Google Slides, that could be Canva. So essentially what you are doing is you are choosing an element, one element between atomic number 1 and 20 right here. And what you are doing is you are doing research on this using the information you've learned over the past quarter. So first thing you're going to do is you're going to choose an element. Okay, so if I wanted to choose fluorine, I'm going to choose fluorine. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to research all the information on my upcoming slides and present it, not present as in you're going to present it to me. You are going to put it together in the form of a presentation in PowerPoint, Canva, or Google Slides. You have full creative control, so how you want to organize the information is up to you. It does need to be on one of these PowerPoint, Canva, or Google Slides, no documents. I've given you some information here, so I have actually given you a handful of resources that you can use. Here I'm just saying anytime you're asked to draw or handwrite using your stylus, you have the option to do the work on a piece of notebook paper, take a picture, and upload it into the presentation if your stylus doesn't work. Okay, so that's always an option. So what you're going to do, like I said, you're going to focus on one element. So if I chose fluorine, I am going to start researching all of this information in regard to fluorine. So using this link, I'm going to figure out all of this information, okay, about fluorine, and I'm going to arrange it on one of my slides. Using the link to the right, find the physical properties of your element. So I chose fluorine. So I'm going to use this link and I'm going to find fluorine and I'm going to collect this information. Using the link above or a different preferred site, insert a short video about your element. So I'm going to use this to find a video, okay, about my element. And if I chose iron, there it is. So a lot of this stuff, atomic number, atomic weight, name of the element, atomic symbol, okay? All of this is stuff, protons, electrons, neutrons, valence electrons. This is all stuff you would have learned previously in Bright Thinker. So if I was to go to my Bright Thinker here, information about atoms, atomic models, protons, neutrons, electrons, periodic table, modern periodic table. So the information about what group, what period, what type of element is it? Is it a halogen? Is it a noble gas? Is it an alkali metal? A lot of that information you would have already learned here. Electron configurations, you would have learned here. Different types of elements on the periodic table, you would have learned here. Anytime, like Bohr diagrams, you have to do a Bohr diagram, it would have been here. Isotopes, how to calculate the atomic mass. This is all information that you would have learned in Bright Thinker. Chemical compounds, ionic compounds, covalent compounds, how to name them, the type of bonding that is present is all information you learned here. Chemical reactions, so what types of chemical reactions, balancing the chemical reactions, all of that is information that you would have already learned. So what I'm essentially asking you to do is take the information that you learned over the unit or over the quarter and research one specific element using a lot of these sources that I've given you. So if you don't know how to calculate the average atomic mass of your element, you're going to want to go back to Bright Thinker and look at that lesson. I've given you an example here. I've given you the information, so the weights and the percent abundance can be found here. Again, what type of element, metal, non-metal, metalloid, what period, what group, that's all going to be found in the unit in Bright Thinker about the periodic table. Bohr diagram, you had to do that on several lessons. Lewis dot structure, you did that on several lessons. Orbital diagram, there's a lesson on that. Long and shorthand electron configuration, there's a lesson on that. So hopefully that gives you a little bit better information or a little clarification on what you are supposed to do for the final. Basically, you're researching a specific element and you are researching the information I am telling you to research, and you are putting it on a presentation, and you can make that as creative as you would like.